Hey there, folks. The meteorologist Matt Barentine. Happy Tuesday afternoon to you. It takes me a second to remember what day it is. Happy Tuesday afternoon to you. I guess what's the date now? The 12th? Yep. Hey, I got that right. It's the 12th of December. Getting close, obviously, to Christmas here. So we're in the home stretch, so to speak, here of the Christmas season. Here's where we're at right now. It's actually a pretty nice afternoon. Plenty of sunshine out there. Temperatures around 60-ish in most places. 63 downtown Mobile, 61 at the airport, 61 in Fairhope, 59 in Evergreen. So real pretty day that we've got going on out there for us across the area. High pressure in place. A few clouds streaming by, but otherwise really quiet conditions for us here around the area. And just really comfortable, once again, temperatures here generally in the low 60s. The winds are pretty light, so we don't have any wind issues like we did a couple days ago. Over the next several hours, we go into the overnight hour, into the evening hours, I should say. After sunset, the temperatures will begin dropping back off into the upper 40s by the middle of the sort of the early part of the evening, I guess you would call it. So if you got some things you got to run around and do, maybe you're going out to a holiday party tonight for your work or whatnot, you'll find pretty good conditions out there. You'll need a light jacket or a sweater, that kind of thing. You know, kind of seasonable weather here for us. Not quite as cold tonight as it was the last couple of nights. So we're going to wake up tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be generally in the mid to upper 30s, depending on where you're at. Coastal areas in the low 40s to start off with. So really, once again, not too bad here to start off the day here for tomorrow. In fact, I want to get up the around the region temperatures, the lows, so you can kind of get a feel for it, you know. Not even any freezing temperatures on here. So Meridian's the closest there at 33. So we're going to be doing fine tonight. I don't expect to freeze in our inland areas tonight. We'll see our temperatures be several degrees above that, even inland. So no worries as far as that is concerned. And we've got a pretty day coming up for us tomorrow as well. There'll be a few more clouds around tomorrow than what we had today. That's really got the only difference. Temperatures will be very similar in the low 60s in the afternoon. So looking pretty good here coming up for our Wednesday. How about Thursday and our Friday? I'll put those up for you as well on the quick glance forecast. And we can see these temperatures on Thursday getting milder, 46 in the morning, still going to be in the low 60s in the afternoon. We'll call it mostly cloudy for us on Thursday. Same deal on Friday. I'm saying nice day. It will be a little bit cloudy out there, but the good news is temperatures will be comfortable and conditions will be pretty quiet for us on Friday. So all in all, looking pretty good. All right, so when's the next rain chance? Well, it's going to be over the weekend. Before you get too frazzled about that, I'm going to show you the European model. It's really keeping most of the rain south of us with a developing low down here in the Gulf. A few showers will work their way on in. Of course, I hit the button and something pops up. We get pop-ups on this computer, which drive me nuts. So here we are Sunday morning. It does show us some showers around our area, but the heavy rain really kind of over here into the Big Bend Regional Forest. Sorry, I lose my mind on this computer. Things just keep popping up, so I can't hit play on it. And that low is actually going to track up the east coast of the U.S., and it's going to become quite the system. I mean, this is going to be a big, powerful system over here off the east coast as it works its way to the north here. But it looks like most of this is going to miss us. Now, that said, I still think we're going to get some scattered showers out of this over the weekend. So I'm going about a 30 to 40% chance of rain. Anything that our area gets would likely be very, very light. I'm talking quarter inch at best, and that's what this is from NOAA. They put together, the rainfall for the next 7 days, and our really only real chance is going to be over the weekend. So that's what they're looking at here. It's about a quarter of an inch. So they are anticipating that we will get a few showers out of this over the weekend, but nothing terribly heavy. The heavy stuff will be over on the East Coast, the peninsula of Florida. They're going to get a ton of rain out of this system. For us, it's just we're going to get brushed by it, get a few light showers possibly. Shouldn't be a big deal. It'll likely be pretty overcast and kind of gray over the weekend, so it won't be the prettiest weekend, but the temperatures won't be bad. And, like I said, the rain chances, not, 30, 40%. And once again, in whatever rain happens, we're not talking about severe weather, not talking about, drenching thunderstorms. We're talking about some occasional drizzles, some occasional light rain. That's what's going to be out there for the weekend. So as you make your plans, I know we're getting, like I said, close to Christmas here, and it's like each weekend that gets closer, there's just more and more stuff going on. I wouldn't worry about this too much. I mean, obviously, you might want to have an umbrella with you just in case, keep it in the car or whatnot if you're going out to something on Saturday or Sunday. Temperature-wise, they're going to be pretty good. About 50-ish in the morning, low 60s in the afternoon. Should be pretty good as far as that is concerned. So no bitterly cold temperatures here as we go through the next 5 days going into the upcoming weekend. So that's what we're looking at there. Let me see if I can get this to go. One more slide because I got something that I know folks will find interesting. And of course, it has locked up. Oh, well, it didn't lock up here. All right, so this is the way too early Christmas forecast. I've been looking at a number of these long-range models, and they're actually a pretty good agreement, which is kind of unusual for something 13, 14 days out. But they're a pretty good agreement that we're going to have some rain around on Christmas Day. The models I've been looking at have been anywhere between 40 and 60%. None of them are saying 0%, none of them are saying 100%, but they're all right in that range, 40 to 60%. I've looked at several models, and they've all said about the same thing. Temperature-wise, they pretty much all have as highs in the 60s that day, and most of them have lows in the mid-40s to about the mid-50s. So not bitterly cold, a little coolish maybe in the morning, but not bitterly cold. And we're certainly not going to be looking at, anything frozen. I don't want to say that four-letter word. People always freak out, but I don't see any possibilities of a white Christmas. We're talking about likely the possibility of some light showers here on Christmas Day, overcast skies, temperatures most likely in the afternoon in the 60s. But subject to change for sure, because obviously we're still a good bit out. So we'll see. Kind of maybe put a pin in it and see if we can take a look back and see if we were right on all this. This rain lately has been super good. I know we've been talking about the drought that we've had for so long. This has improved. We have level 1. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 levels of drought that they post. And we're in level 1 across a good bit of our area now, from Mobile, the Eastern Shore, up to around Jackson, right through the Delta area and around Mobile Bay. We're now in a level 1 drought. We were in a level 4 drought just a few weeks ago. So these consistent rains have really helped us out. Things are improving rapidly with our with the drought conditions. And this weekend, hopefully we'll get at least a little bit of rain, because you got to be consistent. If we end up missing out on this rain this weekend and we don't see any rain for another week or so, we could backslide a bit into this drought. So we don't want to do that. We would like to get at least some rain. On this month, this is really what's turned us around. We've had about 4.5 inches of rain so far here in December. Here we are 12 days into the month, not even halfway through. And that's about the normal amount we'd have for the entire month of December. So we've already kind of gotten there. Now, we won't completely wipe away this deficit before the end of the year. At least it's unlikely, I should say. I guess it's always possible. But we're not going to likely, wipe away 8 inches of a rainfall deficit before the end of the year. That doesn't really matter. Hopefully we can get rid of the drought and kind of just start with a clean slate at the beginning of January, beginning of 24. That would be a good thing. So that's what we're looking at with the rainfall. Something else we're working on today made me think about this, because we have lots of them here around our studio, the poinsettias. And so we've been talking about, what you need to do to take care of these so they don't wilt. And sometimes I have a brown thumb, and it's not because I don't try, it's just because sometimes I just sort of forget about things. Poinsettias are tropical plants. So if you go buy them at the grocery store or wherever, don't stick them outside, okay? They won't do well once those temperatures drop off into the 40s, okay? If you leave them out overnight, you'll likely have some issues with them. They won't look so good and won't look so hot after that. You need to water them well, but you don't want to soak them either. And they put that foil stuff around them, and it doesn't really allow the water to drain out. So they do suggest you take some of that foil off the bottom and maybe put it in one of those, on top of one of those little trays or something to catch the water so it'll drain properly. Also, they suggest that you place them near windows so they get a little bit of sunlight. You don't want to, stick them in the full-on sunlight, but get a little bit of sunlight. That'll help keep them healthy here over the next couple of weeks, so at least you can get through the holiday season. And whenever we talk about poinsettias, people always go, "Oh, they're toxic to pets." They are, but it's not as bad as what you've probably been led to believe. It's a very low toxicity kind of plant. If your dog gets a hold of this, your cat gets hold of this, you may end up with a bit of a mess on the floor because their stomach will get upset. but it's not likely to cause any major issues with your pets. Of course, the best thing to do is to keep them kind of up and out of the way from the pets, so you don't even have to worry about that. But if you have pets, there's no reason not to have poinsettias. You just want to maybe keep them, in a higher place, or in a place where they're not likely to mess with them. So that's just wanted to point out a few things there about poinsettias. We're just running something on that today, so I figured I'd make a quick mention. Once again, not going to be as cold tonight as the last several nights. So tomorrow morning when you get up and you get going on your Wednesday, yeah, you'll still need to bundle up. It's still going to be chilly, but it's just not going to be as frigid. And I'm not anticipating any freezing numbers tomorrow morning. I think the coldest we'll go is about the mid-30s here for some of our inland areas. So we should be pretty good to go tomorrow morning. We won't have a wind chill. There won't be any wind. So things will be pretty quiet in that sense. So not looking too bad here for us. Let me get that long-range forecast up again. We are going to have some rain chances over the weekend. And they're not huge rain chances for now. The models, I'm going to tell you this right now, the models are not in good agreement with what's going to happen over the weekend. I showed the European model if you were watching a little bit earlier, and it showed most of the rain staying offshore in the Gulf with a low down there. The GFS, the American model, brings more of the rain to us. It has us with higher rain chances. So right now I'm kind of splitting the difference with just having some 30 to 40%, some scattered showers around. Shouldn't be anything major. We're not looking at severe weather, nothing like that. Just some light showers, some light rain, maybe some drizzles. And we may miss out on it completely, just depending on how that system goes. It's still Tuesday. Obviously, we're going to get more information in the next couple of days. We get into the close range models. That'll really help us out to pin down exactly what's going to happen over the weekend. For now, I would just anticipate as you're making plans that there could be some light rain around for you on the weekend. That's what I would plan for. And frankly, we need to get at least a little bit of rain out of it this weekend. So like I said, we don't backslide into that drought again, because I think beginning of most of next week will likely be dry again. So, and it just seems to be the pattern right now. We get rain on the weekends, then it's dry all work week, and then we get another round of rain on the weekend, dry all work week, another round of rain on the weekend. That seems to be the pattern that we happen to find ourselves in. So we don't want to miss out on any rain. We need at least to get something out of it this weekend here. This hopefully won't cause too many issues with your plans. So that's how things look. Once again, thank you so much for joining me here on our Fox 10 Gulfstream. Hope you have yourself a wonderful day. Join us on Fox 10 News at 3, 4, and 5 this afternoon. Thank you.